This family has been through hell for 20 plus years. And finally, because of DNA technology, breaking edge DNA technology, genetic genealogy, we have an answer. The biological evidence, as police and GBI are referring to it as, and DNA science collaborate with investigation from multiple law enforcement sources. That would be the UGA police, the GBI, the Athens-Clarke County police, and they solve this case. Amazingly, Alexis Tereszcuk, much like in Laken Riley, her defendant had an extensive rap sheet. But here, this guy, before the case was solved, after he rapes and murders Tara, he then goes and stabs a guy in the neck. I mean, his rap sheet is prolific, Alexis.
He has been in prison 2 separate times. He spent time in prison twice in the last 20 years. But you're exactly right. And the thing that I find concerning is that he did stab somebody
Wait,
a
wait, wait,
week
wait, wait,
after.
wait. You think he's been behind bars twice? Let's just go all the way back to 93. Battery, trespass. 2001, that had to be jail time. Aggravated assault, public indecency. Like, I want to see his penis. No. 2011, DUI. 2011, possession cocaine. Another felony. 13, obstruction of a cop. Man, he's got some nerve to attack a cop. 2003, another felony that carries 20 to life, possession cocaine, intent to distribute. 2016, DUI. 2018, terroristic threats. 2019, aggravated stalking. Why, I wonder if he was stalking in the Chi Omega house or the law library, stalking. 2022, battery. And now he's got another line for his resume, Alexis Tereszcuk.
And it was like a revolving door with him. You know, that you just said in March of 2022, he was arrested for battery, disorderly conduct, and criminal trespass. He pleaded guilty. Do you know what his punishment was? 50 hours of community service and 12 months probation. No jail time for that.
Okay, what was that for? On what offense?
Simple battery, disorderly conduct, and criminal trespass. But this is after his
With a
20-year
record
crime.
like that?
Mm-hmm.
You know, to Cheryl McCollum, did you have that? Did you hear that after 20 years of violent crimes, some judge who obviously does not know his own rear end from a hole in the ground gives him community service? Like, you want this guy next to you washing school buses in Athens, Georgia? No, you don't want that. But that's what a judge thought was okay. After he murders Tara, he then stabs another guy in the neck.
Right.
Does it never end, Cheryl?
And Nancy, this is one of those things that you have to keep, just teaching people. Nobody is going to rape and sodomize and bludgeon and stab to death one time. They're not. They're not going to stab this man in the neck and never do anything else. You're going to keep seeing this guy over and over and over until somebody says that's enough. You're done. You're going to be put away forever so that you can't hurt anybody else.
Let's take a look at his new charges again. Of course, there's murder. And now we're learning more about the evidence. This is where the DNA comes from. Aggravated sodomy. That's either oral or anal rape. First-degree arson, tampering with evidence. That means moving the body around or setting the place on fire. Concealing the death, that's the fire. Possession of a firearm or knife during the commission of attempt to commit felony. So was that COD and aggravated assault? To Dr. Kendall Crowns, renowned chief medical examiner, Tarrant County, if a body has been burned of all, let me just say soft tissue, and that's a nice way of saying skin, fat, muscle, how do you look at skeletonized bones that have been through a fire and determine that a knife or a blunt instrument was used?
So there can be marks left by the knives in particular on the bones that match up, or tool mark evidence that can be used to match up to a murder weapon.